And plane, we have the Mark 1 inline cockpit, which is unpressurized. Just telling us if I go too high with this thing, my Kerbal's going to get into trouble. I don't know what the actual ceiling is, but we won't be getting anywhere near that anyway. And what we got to do is build ourselves a plane. Now, we are kind of limited with parts. I'm going to use the Mark 1 fuselage, but I'm going to just take out all the fuel and turn that fuel tank off. I'm going to use this mostly as just a fuselage part. We'll use this, the Mark Zeros, these little guys, to put the actual fuel on. And for wings, the only wing part you have are these Type E wing connectors. They are little stubby fellas like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a couple of them sort of end to end so they kind of look like wings. And I got to construct myself some sort of a tail. I think I might put another one of these on. Mark 1s. Make this a little longer still. Take the fuel out. We have to construct ourselves some sort of tail. Again, I'm kind of limited to the parts I have. I'm wondering, maybe they intend you to do this? Does this look like incredibly stupid? Let's put them here. Put that on two-way symmetry. I'm the worst for figuring out which way to... There we go. I guess that kind of works. I mean, I do have like things like these little fins, but they're hard to attach control surfaces to. But maybe if I take this and tweak it in. As long as it flies, it doesn't matter, right? Maybe take these and tweak them in like that. I mean, it's plane-like, right? Now, as far as propulsion goes, you have two options, depending on whether you're a jet person or a prop plane person. So if you want to get into just this is the stock Juno engine that you're used to, but I'm going to use, because I like it, this RA Spud engine, which is this little prop engine. And unlike the prop, I'm not a fan of these. Put these on. Unlike the stock prop ones. Stock props. These. And then you got to get into the propellers. And then you got to stick them on. And then you got to tweak it. Oh, it's so much tweaking. Also, they run on freaking electricity. I don't like that either. This guy just runs on the liquid fuel that's in here. And it's got the built-in air intake right into there. So that's it. This is our plane. Let's see if we can make this somewhat serviceable. Tweak these a little further. I'm going to put on some fuel. I still haven't done that. So I'm just going to take some Mark 0 tanks. And we'll just stick them here for now. We'll make it look better in just a little bit. And yeah, I mean, that's plane-like, right? I've got to put on some control surfaces. Because none of this has control surfaces. So we have the Elevon Zeros. How big do these get? And we have the Elevon 4s. I think the Zeros actually look better. I think that's all I got, yeah. So we'll put two of them on here. Let's put the snap on. Rotate these. And these will be for roll. Yeah. Actually, just copy them for now. And then we'll put some elevators back here. And then two at the back there. And then one here, if I can rotate this the right way. Alright, and these guys you want to isolate. This is for roll. These are for pitch. Did I turn off the roll? I did. I turn off the yaw in the pitch. Keep on the roll. There's an idea. And then this one is for controlling yaw. So turn off the pitch and the roll. There we go. We'll see if I need to tweak the deploy angles at all. And now I got to look at the center of mass and the center lift. You might want to remove some resources from the cockpit. Good idea. There's monoprop always in the cockpit. That's useless. I could remove food, water, and oxygen, but honestly, it's not that big a deal. But removing the monoprop kind of is. You can see the center of lift is like way back there. So I gotta do some tweaking with this. Let's keep the fuel cans kind of. Okay, that works. like that, and then we'll move these wings obviously a lot forward. So there, I'm gonna have to do quite a lot with this, and maybe down a little bit like so, and the whole wing structure needs to come forward, or the whole tail structure. It's getting a little better. Let's move you along with it. You want that? Yep. Maybe I'm better off not with that big fuel tank at the back. Yeah, let's take this off. 'Cause that's what that. Let's take this out of here. See if I find something else to extend this with. There. I'll move these back this way. Yeah, this is going to be a short little stumpy little plane. Honestly, that's not incredibly terrible, is it? Oh, I'm hitting that guy. Tuck these in a little so that they're not sticking out. We'll also take these and we'll slide them. Just put them like right under, maybe. And now I can move these wings up because that just did a lot with the mass. And this, oh wait, no, that's the opposite problem. Shoot. There we go. Forwards. We'll see how she does. We'll see how she does. Alright, so we got ourselves the beginning of a little bit of a plane here. We'll obviously put this to a test. There is no kind of landing gear. I have also no little nose cones or anything like that to cover up these ugly ends, so I'm just going to have to leave them the way they are. I do need to put on some landing gear. I like this. I noticed these two while I was doing my practice. So these are the stock LY01 fixed landing gear. We've all had experience with those. They're terrible. They break like matchsticks. Well, in case you find those too unbearable, they made a smaller version, which I'm sure breaks even easier. So that was nice of them, wasn't it? Okay, so we're going to put these on. I'll put 2 of them. Snap on always for landing gear. And we're going to put these so they're sort of looking like they're coming out of these fuel tanks a little bit. And methinks I'm going to need to make this one because if these were going to be the rear ones, they'd have to be behind the center of mass, but I don't want to put them all the way back there. So I think I'm going to make this one kind of a butt dragger, if you know what I mean. Take this guy and put it at the back. Snap on. So that it sits with a rear wheel like that. That's the idea. And let's see here. Okay, I can see that you want it to be a little higher at the front. So I need to raise those forward gear a lot. But not this much higher, so I'm going to just bring these up. We got a lot going on in this first one. We got planes. This is one of the things I did like about the Kiwi Tree is that you can just get into planes like right away. No tech node needed. We'll see how this looks. Where's our center of lift? It's still in a tolerable spot. Alright, and this one we can science up. So right away we do have in all of the pods that take a Kerbal, there's always the crew report. So we'll turn that on. Because I'm pretty sure this engine will generate some electricity for me. So I can put on more science parts. A thermometer. Just stick it here towards the back, and a barometer. Stick that there. We'll right click on those. We'll make sure they turn on there and there. Now I do have, oh, it doesn't talk, oh wait, resources here. This is coming from Kerbal Engineer. I do have 140 units of electric charge, so how long is that going to last for me? 22 minutes and 30 seconds, so we'll see how that works. Once the engines are going. Okay, So let's give this a test drive. What's that? Make sure you shut the engine off before you brake. Yes, that actually, thank you for reminding me of that. These types of engines too, you want to turn them off, and you also, they have a set reverse, they have a reverse thrust mode on them. So what I like to do is, on action groups, this is part of the reason why I put on the action groups right from the start. If I click on the motor, I want to toggle the engine, so this allows me to turn the engine on and off just with one on the action group. And on action group 2, I'm going to toggle the toggle thrust reverser, so I can turn on the reverse thrust. This will be helpful for landing, because yep. Okay. Other than that, I'm thinking this is the, what is this thing? The Spud, I think it was called. Yeah. So this is the Spud. Spud 1 is what this called. And we're going to give it a simulation. We'll see what's going to happen. Antenna, thank you. See, this is why I do this live. Though I do have, let's put on antenna because I can't transmit. Whatever. It's some clipping going on. I don't care. It's there. Okay. That probably is going to affect, well, didn't affect the electricity too much. Okay, save, simulate. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Now, the other thing I want to do is make sure my Kerbal can get in and out, because I do want them to do a EVA report. That is important. All right, so let's put on the brakes. I'm thinking I can probably pitch this up a little more, but we'll see. So you can see here the experiments are running away over here, and they're transmitting right away. I do have to watch my electricity that it doesn't get used up, but I'm not going to worry too much about all that. Jeb can get out. That is good. Maybe the best plan is just to get him out in a wing. Climb up. Because I want to be able to do a... I don't have any ladders, but yeah, I can do an EVA report from here, right? I can. Good. Okay, that's all I want to check. Climb back up. Come on, Jeb. There's something up with the textures on the back of his helmet. I'm noticing that too. Board. Okay, let's... Oh, I do have that IVA mod, so that's why I'm actually in an IVA. Like, you can walk around. See, I can see... Press Y to enter, but that makes no sense considering there's nowhere to walk around. It's just a one crew cockpit. Okay, let's see how this works. So we're going to throttle up. We're going to put on our AtmosphereAutopilot mod, which is the best mod ever for flying planes. We're going to keep this on standard fly-by-wire, and we're going to punch it. But I love these little prop planes. Oh, my brakes are still on. That helps. And we're just going to see how this flies, and if we need to make any kind of modifications. It is kind of dorky looking. It should have a lot of lift. I mean, the size of the plane compared to all the lifting surface area is pretty high. Shouldn't need a lot of speed. Maybe a little bit more pitched up on the runway, because, oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. We're up. We're up. We're up. We're up. Okay, so we'll try and see if we can do something about that. It's cute. It's adorable. It's not a very powerful motor, so you will really have... I think as far as... there could be more pitch authority, that's for sure. I'm pitching up as hard as I can right now, and it's not... Well, maybe that's just what it is. Okay, let's just see if we can land it and call it. Yeah, I know. I'm wondering about, like, the pitch authority is at... What is the pitch authority at? I turn this control on. Oh, I could turn the pitch authority up higher. If I put it up... Once it go up to 30%? Still not great. Okay, let's see if we can put this back on the runway without killing ourselves. The one thing that is a little bit nice about landing something like this as opposed to landing jets is that your... speeds are so much lower that even if your landing is far from ideal, it usually doesn't go so bad. I think it needs to be pitched up a little bit more on the runway. I do think that. Maybe move this gear a little forward too. It looks funny where it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pay attention, dude. Dude. Okay, speed. Plane off. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Here we go. A little more speed. Need some speed. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, there's a lot of lag on this. A lot of lag, and we're going down. We're stalled. See what I mean, though? Like, didn't die. Okay, so this thing loses speed very, very quickly. That's something to keep in mind. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll terminate the simulation. We'll make some adjustments. Some adjustments will be made. Not going to quick save. That was a simulation mode. Simulation mode are always zero risk. You can always revert back. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of things. Number one is we're going to take this and we're going to move it a little bit forward and a little bit up. So it's a little more pitched on the runway. The other thing, and I've forgotten to do this, if you right click on it, because this wheel is at the back, you do have to invert the steering. So where do we do that? Because it steers backwards. It's right here. I want to invert the steering, or else it will steer the wrong way on me. I don't think it came up, but I got to make sure about that. The other thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take these wings, and I'm just going to give them a little bit of an angle of attack. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little. Come on. There. Oh, that effed up the landing gear, though. Shoot. Shoot. Let's reapply these landing gear. Should have applied them to the... Always apply landing gear to the fuselage. It's always stronger that way. And then you can shift them to where you want them to be. And if you can't pull it enough, hold the shift key and you can pull things as far as you want. For those people that don't know. But when I tilted those let me move this down a little. Oh, shoot. A little further. Okay. I'm going to go with that. So I gave him a tiny angle of attack here. Mass and lift. Not super great. We're going to pull that center of lift back a little bit. That's just because of what I just did there. That should be okay there, and move this to match, though it's not going to, move these back a little bit. That looks better. Okay. And let's save this. Okay, let's go through my checklist. KOS again doesn't, oh wait. Change checklist, plane. Air intakes are fine, center mass, center lift is fine, hopefully. Configure the control surfaces. Science has been configured. The experiments are on. Communication is taken care of. Electrical storage and generation isn't an issue. Landing gear have been configured enough, I think. Kerbal egress. That is, can the Kerbal get in and out? We did test that. Lights don't matter. I'm not going to play with the color with it anymore. Okay, so I'm fine with that. Let's give it one more test. One more test. Will it get flippy when it's low on fuel? That's always a good choice. Now, I'm not going to fly it very far, so all we're going to do is collect some science and come home. But never a bad idea is to take the fuel out and see, ooh, it will get flippy. The mass goes back as the fuel tank drains, so I think what I will do is just slide these a little bit further. You never want your center of mass to get behind that center of lift. And I might just move them up a little bit again. Let's, again, thank you for the will this get flippy. Probably would have. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Put the fuel back. Alright, I'm giving this. I'm very close. Very close to calling this. Alright. All right, let's give this one more, well, hopefully just one more try. You think I covered the way out for Jeb? We'll see if Jeb can still get in and out. We'll definitely check that, but I might have. Yeah, plane building in KSP is tricky. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely trickier than rockets. Oh, I like the way it's pitched better now already. Let's check on Jeb. Nope, Jeb can get in and out. That's good. That's all I wanted to check. Get out of there. Okay. Again, bring up that Atmosphere Autopilot. Whoops. There. And throttle up and go. Brakes off. Brakes off. There we go. This standard fly-by-wire is just awesome. It just provides a really nice... whoa! It just suddenly veered off. We're back down again. What on earth happened there? And now, all of a sudden, it just veered to one side. Come on, up. Why am I having so much... Oh, there's a lip here. Yeah! Okay, why can I not pitch up at all now? Wow. This is worse. I am pitched up hard. Oh, authority limiter. Jeepers creepers. Last time I did the deploy angle. Authority limiter. Yeah, that's better, but oh my gosh. This is a first plane. I am pitched up hard. I'm still not even in level flight. Wow. See, now I'm letting the fly-by-wire take care of things to do a level flight. You can see this is pretty level. This is 0. But look how hard it has to pitch up just to keep a level flight. What did I do? What did I do? There is a bit of torque from the motor, by the way. Which happens with small prop planes. Because as the prop spins one way, the plane wants to spin the other. Okay, I gotta figure out why I suddenly have so much less pitch authority. It's like, again, I am hard pitched, and we're gonna come down here. I thought turning those wings a little bit would actually make things better. Ah! Okay, let's try and this thing is dangerous. This thing is dangerous. Why? Check? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Why did I have so little pitch authority? Okay, so first of all, I am going to turn these control and turn the authority limiter up to full, but it still doesn't quite explain. I think the mass is just too far forward. I think I need to oh shoot. I say that a lot, oh shoot. I think I need to move these wings just a little forward. Lift is in a funny spot. Because it was really struggling there. I could also... No, that won't matter. And just deal with it if it gets flippy. All right. Add a second set of flaps. I could do that. That's true. I shouldn't have to. Let's try this. Yeah, I could put a second set of control surfaces onto here, but it really shouldn't have to come to that. See, just a slight adjustment, if that makes a difference. She's got what it takes to make ends meet. Yeah, she's going to be a little dangerous. I probably would be better off. It probably would be easier building something with those Juno jet engines than with the props, but we'll see. I mean, to me, it looks fine. I don't know. Let's give her a go. I like the sound it makes, too. Okay, there. See that? Oh, gosh! It has a mind of its own. All of a sudden, it just... Okay, let's restart. Just has a mind of its own. I think what should be happening, and I'm by no stretch of the imagination that much of a plane guy, but I think as it picks up speed, this back end should lift up first. Does that make sense? Oh, what? An engine You're a stinker. Okay, that's... We have a malfunction. Oh, Jeb can fix it. Let's actually... I think Jeb can fix it. Oh, come on. Climb up. There he goes. We're rolling, by the way, while we're doing this. Jeb, can you fix this? Repair the engine, Jeb. So Jeb just hit it with a powerful kick, did the trick. Good job, Jeb. So Jeb just gave the engine a bit of a kick. Okay, Shift and P. Okay, go. Boom. Oh, do I have to redo this? There he goes. You think the problems with the landing gear, why not try to rebuild those? Well, I need a little bit more specific, I think. So I'm hoping that this back end should lift first. There, you can see it wanting... Yeah, it definitely... It gets going. Okay, there is something funky going on with the landing gear with that stuff. So let's see if we can... Might just totally... I agree. I think just rebuild the landing gear completely. So terminate the simulation. Sometimes funky stuff happens with the landing gear. Yeah, the steering at the back makes it very sensitive, but I think maybe I can turn down the sensitivity on this. Steering angle limiter and steering response. I don't know exactly what that means, but we'll try turning them down. Actually, let's try putting them on again. But I do agree that that might be part of it. I'm going to put on a new one, a fresh one, as it were. Snap on. Get it to match. The same height as that one. Throw that away. Oh, for goodness sakes. Put it there. And again. Actually, it seemed to be when I moved it forward that I started getting some trouble. So maybe moving it that far forward is not a good idea. Steering direction does need to be inverted. Where is the steering adjust and turn? I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll just turn everything down there. Okay, and then I want to try and completely put those on again. Oh, two of them. Make sure those look straight to me. And this might be a... Oh, for goodness sakes. Move out. Move in. Move down. We'll eyeball that. Okay. Simulate. If this plane starts taking too long, I'll put it on the kind of hold because I do want to get that rocket going. Use control. Well, the control surfaces are there to maneuver on. Oh, you mean just disable the steering altogether at the back? That might not be a bad idea. No Mercy saying just disable that steering at the back completely. That might be where the problem's coming in. I'll try that next if this doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Going again. Z and go. She is a stumpy little plane. Okay, let's see if I get the same. No, it is. It's drifting over the one way. Very slight steerings to just get up in the air. Things are better once you're in the air. But maybe you're right. There might be some overcompensating going on back here. Maybe just disable the steering entirely. But oh, it does not want to go up. She does not want to go up again. Oh, the authority limiter's not at full there. Here we go. I think disable that steering all told. Okay. So let's see. If I do level flight, just keep her level. See, look at the pitch. Look at that. Why does that pitch have to be so aggressive just to keep this thing balanced? Like, to me that says, oh, I know how I can test. If I just take off the fly-by-wire. There. Look how fast that pitches down. I think the center of mass and center of lift in the spaceplane hangar's lying to me. Like here, I'll put down that master switch so it holds the attitude, but as soon as I turn off that master switch, look how aggressively it pitches down. That tells me that that center of mass is much further ahead of the center of lift than what might be being indicated in the spaceplane hangar. Jeb can get out. I haven't adjusted the wings since I tested the Jeb can get out. Jeb can get out. He's gotten out a couple times. So I am going to try disabling this steering. Like just flat out. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Flat out disable the steering. Let's see if that makes a difference. I'm also going to move these. Like, I know this looks like that the center mass is only a little bit ahead of the center lift, which is what it... I keep doing that. Which is what it should be. But I'm not trusting where these balls are. So I'm going to actually take this and I'm going to move it forward just on my own. We'll move these landing gear forward too. Just so that they don't look stupid. See if that's better. I think the center of mass or the center of lift was too far back. I think is really what the issue is. Might even go a little further. Oh, I'm doing the wrong ones. A little further still, and I know this doesn't look stable, but I could tell how much that was, you know, I'm going to trust what I feel when I fly more than what I'm going to trust what the game's telling me. Oh, change the authority. Yeah, the authority limiter. I keep forgetting to save that. I make the change on the authority limiter and then I forget to save it. But sometimes you got to trust your feels more than you got to trust what the... Because KSP can do weird things with the center of lift and the center of mass. Sometimes they're not where they should be. Okay, boom. Boom. Let's see what this is like. So this has been completely disabled, the steering. Or has it? Now it's disabled. Okay. Still needs, at least it's not waving all around, but oh my goodness, this needs a lot of lift. Up you go. Like I am pitching. It should not be this hard to get this thing to take off. There it goes. It's like it was stuck there. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Just get into a position here. And I'm going to turn off this master switch. Like, you can tell how I'm going to move those wings further forward. Okay, so let's try one more terminate simulation. Tailplanes are supposed to have a negative lift in KSP. That means a negative angle of attack. Okay. Little wings angle can help make... Wait, I'm going to read this. Little wings angle can help as well as a couple more pitching surfaces. Yeah, I'm losing track of what that's... But maybe the rotating these wings was a bad idea. It's supposed to have a negative angle of attack, so maybe... Oh no, let's go back. Oh, that was my mistake. Put that back. There. That's the button. Maybe roll these back the way they were. Like that's there. Maybe rotating that was not a good idea. I'm still going to keep that. Oh my gosh. See, how did that change so much? Just with that little bit of rolling, that makes that much difference? And I'm going to again move it forward. That is what we're going to do. Really forward. There we go. And boomity boom. That still has the steering. Disable the steering. And turn up the authority limiter. And save it this time. Well, it is turning into more work than I thought. You think the tail should be... So Nathan's saying that the tail is flat and that's what the problem is? So I should do the same thing with the tail, rotate those a little bit. Okay. I might give that a try. We'll see how this one goes first. Okay. Nope, maybe put on flight controller too. We're talking about rotating these guys a little bit, giving them a bit of an angle of attack. Okay. Again, really wants to... there we go. Again, master switch off. And down it goes. But it's supposed to be a little bit doing that. Not a whole lot. So I'm just going to try and... Oh, I don't like... These guys are not in the tank now. I can see that. So I'm being suggested, Nathan, that I should give a little bit of an angle of attack on these these guys here, these back tail fins. Okay, we'll try that. It's better. I will say that. It's definitely better. I mean, I can at least go up now. See how far we are from the ground. Ooh, wow, this is acrobatic now. Can really okay. One thing is it's so light it slows down super fast, so I got to be kind of cognizant of that when I cut the engine. Coming down pretty hard. Oh, there we go. And engine off. How the brakes work. Brakes are not super great. I like disabling the steering on the back. That works. That worked. Okay, there we go. So at least I got down and didn't crash. So we're moving in the right direction. Okay, so I think I've said that already though, haven't I? One last go. Okay, one last go with the so a suggestion was made to take these guys and give them a little bit of an angle of attack. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore what that's saying and just see if it flies better, it flies better. I'm also going to move these because these guys are I don't like they're clearly just put them in there. There we go. Oh, I didn't think this plane would be that hard. Honestly. But that was one successful landing. Okay. Let's see what we get here. So I got, I don't know, did I put a bit of an angle on that? If I did, it's very, very small. But you know what? It was tolerable before, so I might just, even if this isn't big difference, I think I got it to the point it's tolerable. Well, I can see it's wanting to, getting that oscillating happening again. Oh my goodness. Is this set to... Woo! Just like suddenly just jumps off. I don't know if I changed anything. I don't think I turned these really much. Yeah, I don't... Oh, right. The front of the tail should be lower than the back. Oh. Alright. I don't understand aerodynamics. I really don't. Okay. Front of the tail should be lower than the back. See, to me that feels backwards. So this should be rotated the other way. That's what you meant by a negative angle of attack, I guess. Like that way? Like that? Ignoring that. If I'm ignoring it, why am I looking at it? So this is turned the other way. Okay, we'll give that a go. We'll see. Doesn't hurt to try. See, my knowledge of physics only happens in vacuum. My knowledge of physics in a vacuum? Nice. My knowledge of physics in an atmosphere? Not so good. Not so good. I'm too used to every physics problem starting by assuming you're in a vacuum. Alright, here we go. Here we go. So we got a little bit of a negative angle of attack on those. Well, actually, given the way this is sitting on the runway, now that I'm looking at it, that might make some sense. Come on, little plane. It's not wobbling all over the place. I mean, that's something, I suppose, right there. But it... Oh, now we're getting a bit of wobble. Come on, plane. Up we go, up we go, up we go. That is so terrifying, that part. Okay, let's see. What happens if I turn off this? I think it's better balanced. Look at that. This is no SAS, no nothing, hands away from keyboard. That is a pretty balanced aircraft. If anything, now it's pitching up all by itself. Okay. Okay. Of course, as the fuel empties, that will not be as good. It pushes the tail down to raise the nose. I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to move these just a little bit back. And then I'm not even going to test this. I'm just going to save it. Done. Save. We're going to go into here. We're going to add this to our plans. Add it to the plans and build it. And there we go. We're done.